Most of all my videos have a clear point or objective as it relates to screenwriting, either a tool or strategy or some component like that. But this video doesn't really have that. It's just more of a don't do this, and here's what I'm talking about, and then I'll tell you why. This was posted in an online screenwriting group not long ago. I wrote a screenplay that I'm sure will be a big hit. It's a story that should have already been told. I don't want to share it. I'm looking for collaboration. If you are talented or curious, I won't waste more than 10 minutes of your time to decide. PM me if I piqued your interest. I'm going to try to not rant and go off on tangents, but I might rant a little because things like this just drive me crazy. I realize some of you might be tempted to do something like this post, and I get it. But let me point out several things about how problematic this is, and then I'm going to tell you why stuff like this is bad. So back to our Pulitzer Prize winning online post. 1, if you're going to make a post to a writing group, maybe you might want to consider grammar as being important. I mean, that's an easy one to fix. I'm not going to dwell on it. It's going to seem like I'm being petty if I do, so moving on. 2, I don't believe the author. I wrote a screenplay, but I'm looking for a co-writer. So did you write one or not? 3, I don't believe the author. It's gonna be a big hit. Okay, how can you possibly know that? I'm glad that you think that that's true, but whenever you hear some other aspiring screenwriter say something like this about one of their scripts, you should start running away, and however fast you run, it won't be fast enough. 4, I don't believe the author. I don't want to share it, but give me 10 minutes and I'll tell you all about it. So do you want to share it or not? 5, I'm not even getting into the talented and curious comment. 6, and probably most important, this is not an invitation to collaborate. If it were, that's way more than a 10-minute conversation. This is an invitation to get someone else to write a script for free with someone who wants to hold all the cards the entire time and probably not do much, if any, of the writing. Now, I realize some of you may be thinking, well, Jake, that all kind of sounds kind of harsh. I mean, what about thinking the other person has good intentions, right? I mean, approaching things with a positive outlook. And that's a fair point, but let's recap. What is this person actually bringing to the table? An idea that may or may not be any good, perhaps a completed draft, but we have no way of knowing what kind of shape the screenplay is in. And I'm going to guess it's going to be poor because they are wanting someone to write with them and their grammar already sucks, which doesn't give me much confidence that the story is any kind of sound shape at all either. So what exactly are they bringing to the table? Yeah. Not much. And if you think I'm just all, okay, here's this one thing I found, someone do this one time so I can make a YouTube video about it. Oh no, my friend, that was on August 16th of this year. Here's another one from August 25th, literally 9 days later. I need a co-writer for a supernatural eco-revenge horror thriller. I am an idea person. My brain is always percolating with new thoughts, world improvements, campaigns, and projects. Unfortunately, my ideas often get ahead of my available time, skill, and/or opportunities to focus. I'm looking for a writing partner to create the screenplay for a short to mid-length film called blank. I don't want to give away the plot, but let's say it is a supernatural eco-revenge thriller horror. I have the story mapped out, but with a full-time teaching career and 5 kids, don't have time to sit down and get it written. Once we have a working script, then I can do my thing as a director and get it made. I make movies to make movies and have never made a penny from them. That doesn't mean this can't be monetized, of course. If you're a screenwriter, let's chat. I can't even. And online posts like this are so very common. They are so very wrong. The only people who will reply to these posts are aspiring screenwriters who don't know any better. And after this video, you will know better. So don't be responding to these, and definitely don't be posting any of these. But these types of posts may seem like the poster has everything lined up. It's all in place, and it feels like such a great opportunity for a new writer. But it is a far cry from a good opportunity. It's not even a bad opportunity. It doesn't even qualify that high on it. It's not even close. And why? Well, it's because these posters are not looking to collaborate. They're looking for someone to boss around, for someone else to write the script that they want to write, for someone else to do all the hard work and the heavy lifting. And as soon as you don't want to write exactly what they want, because you will see the story differently, they will say like, oh yeah, you know what, this isn't really working out, and you're done. And this would be a blessing to you if you find yourself in this situation. But here's the real reason why this type of post and online activity is bad. And I'm mentioning this in case any one of you are even thinking of doing this, because you should not do it. So here is why these types of posts are bad. If you're wanting to be a screenwriter, but you have some online posts that flat out say you are not a good writer, or that display your lack of professionalism, or that reflect your gross inexperience with the craft of screenwriting, the people who are actually professionals and can help you will avoid you like the plague. And any industry people who do 5 minutes of due diligence and look you up online will find these types of posts, and they will also avoid you like the plague. And some of you may be thinking, like, what? They actually look me up online? Okay, 100% yes. Working with someone for a film is a job or a long-term relationship. Any of you looking for a job, research the people you would work for. I am guessing most of you probably do that. Any of you who hire people for a living, research the people you are considering hiring. And any one of you who are interested in dating someone, totally go and look them up online. What you publish online is out there for everyone. And the real question you have to answer is, if someone looks me up online, what do they find out about me? Because if you're someone who likes to complain about how hard writing is, you're not even getting in the room. If you're someone who likes to rip every single movie you see as a piece of crap and how your stuff is 1,000 times better, you're never getting in the room. Now, this doesn't mean that all of your stuff has to be perfect that you post, or that you can't ask for help or show pages or whatever you're doing. Those things tend to imply that you're wanting to get better at the craft, that you don't settle, that you want your stuff to be good. Those are generally good things. But when you post things that show you have no idea how screenwriting actually works, or that you are just an idea person, or your ideas are so excellent that anyone who doesn't like them must be a complete idiot, you're going to have problems as a professional screenwriter. So just do yourself this favor. Get help when you need it, but be specific about what you're asking for. Post things that show you are a contributor to the screenwriting community in a positive way, and demonstrate you actually have an understanding for how things work. If you don't know how things actually work, there are some resources below that can help, so be sure to check those out. And you can also watch this. Don't forget about fun buttons and other links below that will be helpful to you, and when you tell a story that matters. See you later.